Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sydney Comedy Festival. Best of the fest. You guys ready for a big night of comedy? Please put your hands together and go crazy for your host, Sean Woodland.
Thank you. Oh, some people sat in the front. Good. I thought, oh no, we got a whole bunch of introverts in tonight, but we haven't. Good on you, courageous people. It's all right, I won't make fun of you. Welcome, everybody. Do you know we have other people joining us online? This is going live on TikTok. All these beautiful people at home are going to be writing lovely comments about all of us comedians tonight. So give them a round of applause. Welcome all those people at home, because everybody that you see tonight is doing a show, and what we really want you to do is go and see the people that you enjoyed seeing, and we're going to have a really, really good time. It's very good to be back out again. I'm sure you would all agree. Yes, isn't it? That home stuff, no good. I even had a friend. Has anyone travelled? I had a friend from America arrive this week. I was so excited. I love it. Is there any Americans in? I love them. Beautiful people. You meet an American anywhere in the world and they'll say something like, "Hi, how are you?" It's an open-ended question because they're nice people. They love a chat. They legitimately do want to know how you are. Unlike Australians, we are way too smart for that. We've worked out what to do. We say something like, "How you going, mate? Good?" We give you one choice, don't we? Yeah, not only do we not care how you are, we definitely don't want you to tell us about it, do we? Because we've all worked with someone like that, haven't we? Those people that live alone with cats, and you ask them how they are on a Monday and they fucking tell you in excruciating detail. Their shit life makes you want to kill yourself. Even allowing for the pandemic, some people love their misery, don't they? They wear it like a badge. I had a mate ring me. I hadn't spoken to him for the whole pandemic, 2 and a bit years. Saw his name pop up on my phone. I got so excited. I'm like, "Beauty, Phil." I'm like, "G'day, mate." And he goes, "I'm just ringing to tell you that I've been doing a little bit tough lately." I'm like, "That's really sad, mate. And in 20 weeks' time, on Are You OK Day, you can tell me all about it then, mate." It's why we don't have Are You OK Week, isn't it? One day for a whinge in this country. Oh, that pandemic was especially tough for me because I've got kids, fun stoppers. Who's got those? Yeah? Did you have to homeschool them? Yes. Awful, wasn't it? It's the worst thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. Oh, I would go as far as to say that if I ever have to homeschool my kids again, there could be a homeschool shooting. Awful, terrible. Because, you learn about your kids' educational prospects too, because they're learning from me, right? And I'm fairly certain that the only way either of my 2 children will ever get into a university is through a fucking window. Like, terrible. My son was driving me nuts. And at the end of every day, I'd just give him a phone to play with and he'd start playing a game. One day, I'd sent my best mate a message for his birthday. 5 minutes later, a chime pops up and young Sam goes, "Dad, you've got a message." Now, I'm an Australian male, a lot of dickhead mates, right? And they send stuff to my phone that probably aren't for the eyes nor ears of a 10-year-old boy. But I didn't care. I just went, "Oh, who's it from, son?" And he's like, "Oh, Big Nuts." So, oh, no. Then I compounded the error, didn't I? I compounded it. I said, "What did he say?" And he goes, "He said you can't, Dad." He goes, "But he spelt can't wrong. He spelled it with a U." And I was like, "Oh, well, Big Nuts is a tradesman, son. Spelling's not really his forte." Quick as a flash, the young bloke goes, "Oh, what, bit of a dumb cunt is he?" I was like, fucking what? Oh. I shouldn't have said what I said before. I've got to apologise already. I said about people that live alone with cats. There could be someone like that here. How am I to know? I'm an animal lover. We got cat people in. It's okay. It is. You can't tell me no one in here has a cat. There we go. All right. I love cat. I grew up in Canberra. We had cat. Have you ever had a pet cat? You've got one. Oh, you just decided not to answer when I asked a very simple question. Did you say you've got 3? Oh, you're sort of looking up. Your daughter's taken off and left you with a cat. Kids are good like that, aren't they? Yeah. No, I love cats. I grew up in Canberra. We had a blue Burmese cat named Bella who lived until she was 21 years of age. Incredible, eh? Even more remarkable than the amount of time she lived is during her lifetime, Bella survived 2 brown snake bites. Yeah, I know. It would have been 3, but I couldn't find another brown snake. Cats just are a little bit like men who go to nightclubs by themselves, aren't they? Just sly little predators, you know. Where's my dog, people? Who's got a dog? Yeah, what have you got? What sort of dog have you got? A cavoodle. $9,000 cavoodles went up to. In the pandemic, 9,000. I think they're cheaper with a private school enrolment, and they're all dogs are expensive. You know, even sausage dogs. Sausage dogs are expensive. A dog that can't defend you or itself, and you've got to buy a ramp so the little fucking sawn-off can get up the stairs at your house. You are paying for disability access for your dog. Man, this was the love of my life. That was Dudley, a white English staffy. Yeah, he's dead now. He died a couple of years ago. He died on Anzac Day, which was kind of weird because he was a digger, and and he did kill a turkey once. So you're allowed to laugh at that. I said that to the diggers in Afghanistan. You are allowed to laugh at that. They love it. The Turkish soldiers, they didn't find it quite as amusing, but I had... has anyone got a white fluffy dog? No, good. You checked with everyone before you came in. Good. You did my job for me. Thank you. White fluffies scare the shit out of me. I had this dog on the lead in Bondi before he died. Obviously, that'd be fucking weird, wouldn't it? And there's a little white fluffy up the top of the hill with this old lady, and it wasn't on a lead. And I looked up, and it's with this old lady. The hackles are up, it's snarling, dribbling, like the dog, not the old lady, right? And she sensed my fear, and she goes, "Don't worry, dear, his bark is worse than his bite." And I'm thinking, oh, I don't trust this, I don't. So I walked Dudley off this way, right, with the lead. The little white fluffy circled in, come in behind me, latched onto my Achilles. Yeah, and of course I'm thinking, well, its bark must get really bad because that fucking hurts, right? Yeah? But then the twisted part of me thinks, finally I get to see what the staffy's capable of. Yeah? Because your dog's meant to defend you to the death. Well, not a cavoodle, but a normal dog, you know. Your dog's meant to defend you to the death. I'd had this dog for 10 years. I was waiting to see what he did. You know what he did? He fucking latched onto my other leg, right? Now I've got 2 of them. The little fluffy, though, it has dead set penetrated the skin on my Achilles, holding on for dear life. And eventually the old lady just walks up with a look of pure hatred on her face. And she goes, "Well, he's never done that before." Like implying that her dog biting me was my fault. I said, "Is that right? He's never done that before." So I leant down, I grabbed this little bastard by the scruff of the neck, poked it in the eyes, karate chopped it down the middle of the skull, and just flung it into the side of a passing bus. And I said, "Well, I've never done that before." I didn't. I'd never hurt an animal. Tell me what you people think, right? I reckon if a dog bites you, you don't blame the dog, you blame the owner, yeah? Yeah, that's right. So I kicked the shit out of the old lady. Man, you guys are wrong. You're already laughing at some bad shit tonight. Hey, we're going to have a ball tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bang through this in an hour, give all the acts you love, and we're going to have a really good time. I can tell you get terrific audience and you're ready to go. So let's get into it. Please bang your hands. Our first act, Rose Callahan.